Today, you may have guessed it, we're talking about wheels and how do we use them. A lot of people ask me like if they're worth it, they're interested, they want to try it out, they don't know. So I'm going to show you a couple things and see how you feel about it. The larger the wheel is, the easier it is to use because the more space your body can take up with it. If you're using it to open up your back, really all you have to do is start at a tall seat with it right behind your butt and roll back onto it. I don't know if you heard my back crack just now, but that's what it can do, right? And you can let your head hang, you can roll back. Now, this may be uncomfortable, and I'm gonna be honest with you. If the big wheel is uncomfortable, the smaller ones are probably gonna be even more uncomfortable. But it really does depend on how your back feels about this. You can just kind of drape yourself over it and get a big stretch along the middle of your back, down your spine, or you can sink down and roll into it a little bit more. If you are working on poses like wheel pose, this is a great way to kind of practice that press back through your shoulders. And if you're not working on wheel, we're not talking about that today, so don't worry about it. There are plenty of other uses for your wheel. I know people can I've seen people add a block as a stopper so that they can use the wheel to kick up to handstand or pincha or whatever. There's some options. As you get smaller with the wheels, you're getting into a deeper space. So again, if I roll all the way back, now the curve that happens in my back has to be deeper. I have to have that space. For me to lift up, I'm lifting up from lower. I don't have as high of a place to kind of hinge myself off of. Now, if this feels good, then it feels good. And that may be the case for you. You might want a little bit deeper of a curve. You might not. It does depend on how strong you are, how easy or difficult you feel about being able to push yourself back and forth. So that will impact the use that you can have of your wheel. For the tiniest one, I think of the use of this kind of like the foam roller that I showed you in the set of yoga props. And you can kind of use it for that same purpose, for smaller parts of the body, rolling it out. You don't get the little ridges. So this is very smooth, but it does give you that massage out idea. Same thing as I said then, you can put it under your hip and roll in and out of the hip if that feels good. And you can still roll out your back. But again, it's giving you even less leverage than the bigger wheels. So it just may not be super comfortable or useful for you. When people ask if they, they don't know, they kind of want to try it out, what I suggest is literally rolling over the side of your couch, like head on the top, head on the armrest, and then start to roll yourself off, like slide yourself back. Your level of difficulty with that, the level of like joy or openness that it provides you will really give you a good idea of whether you want more or if you don't. And I do suggest putting like one of the the far couch cushion underneath the bottom behind the side so that if you slide off too far, then you land somewhere squishy. Just saying. Don't spend the money if you don't have to, but if it can be useful for you, go for it and assist your yoga practice. I think that's it. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, share, subscribe, follow, turn your notifications on, send it to anybody or everybody. And I'll see you soon.